to Altered Self Wellness. I am Coach Mandy, and this is the place to be if you want to learn how to have a beautiful life in spite of your chronic pain. How often do you look around your house and think, what a mess? Keeping your house clean can be a challenge for anybody, especially when we all have such busy lives. However, people with chronic pain, it's an additional struggle when we're physically limited. Today, I want to share with you guys some tips and tricks to make home cleaning, housekeeping a breeze. The first thing I would say, at least for myself, is I try not to let my home be a part of my identity. I don't want physical things outside of myself to define who I am. My home is my home, and I keep it neat and picked up as much as I can, but it is not an extension of who I am, and nothing to carry shame or guilt around about. Especially when dealing with physical limitations, it's just not fair to shame myself or shame yourself for not being able to do what you once could do physically. Letting that, accepting this part of yourself and accepting your limitations and learning how to work around them is going to be the best way. Obviously, you guys have heard me talk about this, but I'm all for if you can curb some expenses and let go of a few things so that you can afford to have a housekeeper. Even for an hour a week is a great idea, and obviously I know not everyone can do that. The tricks for having a housekeeper, I believe, are to write down 3 to 5 things that are the hardest or most difficult for you to do personally, and leave those written on a list for your housekeeper. That way they know exactly what to do instead of giving them verbal prompts. And then to remember, of course, that a housekeeper is just there to kind of put a dent in your housekeeping, in the work for you, and not to actually clean it to your standard, which will take more time. Really make a difference in what you can do and be productive without causing another flare-up. Remember to do a little bit at a time. I know how good it feels to do like a heavy haul or a spring cleaning and just spend hours entrenched in it. Is rewarding. I suggest is doing 1 room a day. We don't want to overload ourselves. We don't want to perpetuate the pain cycle. We don't want to make up for lost time when we've had a flare-up or we've been laid up and then hit it hard and cause another one. Just not worth it. So pacing yourself, doing a little bit at a time, keeping a housekeeping list. There's actually lists online where you can separate it out by day or week, and so you're not just going so hard that you crash. Okay, have the right tools. I learned this from being an electrician. Get the right tools for the right job. Will make your work much more easy. I know many people that have invested in a Roomba, which is this little motorized floor cleaner that does the work for you. Take time, invest in good housekeeping tools, get the right tools so that you're prepared and you can alleviate some of that physical part, some of the physical twisting and pushing and lifting, and that will make a huge difference in how you feel and how much you can get done. Okay. Remember to delegate as much as possible. It is a lot to take on cleaning a whole home, especially if you are sick or hurt and you're cleaning up after a crew of people that are not. Ask people for help and involve your family in your chore regimen so that everyone is kind of pulling their own weight and cleaning up behind themselves, and that will make a big difference. Another one that I am big about is to remove all the clutter from your home. Have a garage sale. Get rid of all that clutter, because that just makes cleaning even more difficult than it has to be. I know how difficult it is to let go of things that you're emotionally attached to. It's not worth having if it doesn't bring you joy and it's just sitting in your house collecting dust. It's another thing to lift, move, and clean. Less is more. There are a few tricks to get you started and get you moving forward in your housekeeping. Remember, it's not who you are. Chronic pain doesn't even define who you are. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of your life, but it's not all of it. You know, try not to have shame and guilt around this, and start looking for joy and things that bring you happiness. Thank you again for watching Altered Self Wellness. For any information on chronic pain coaching, head on over to alteredself.com and have a great day. Bye.